Hey everyone, welcome to this week's Pick a Pole reading. This is a fun reading and today we're going to be asking how your person is feeling about you. So this is for anyone that needs some answers, whether you're in a connection with this person or whether you're disconnected or separated from this person, then this could be a reading that could help you. If you do enjoy or resonate with today's reading at all, there will be an extended version available on Patreon for the Obtrusive Patrons and the VIP Patrons. So if you find yourself wanting to know what their intentions and their next actions towards you will be, then you can check that out. Otherwise, this is just to find out how they feel about you. So hopefully that might be enough for some of you, but otherwise there is that other option of the extended. So I'm going to show you the piles that we have today. I've already drawn the cards, but we'll be seeing them together for the first time. I haven't had a look at them yet. But these are the piles you've got to choose from. So from left to right, we have 1, 2, and 3. So pause if you need to figure out your pile. And when you've decided which one's calling you, then find your corresponding video and I'll see you over there. Hi group 1, welcome to your reading for how your person feels about you. So we've got your Oracle and Tarot here. We'll have a look at those together. I haven't seen them yet. And then we're going to do some clarifying with the Modern Witch Tarot over here. So don't forget that if you're resonating with this and you want to know also what their intentions and next actions towards you will be, there'll be a link to my Patreon below. You could look at subscribing to that. You don't get billed till the 1st of each month. So if you subscribe now, you won't get billed for a few weeks or a couple of weeks. So you're essentially getting like a few videos for free in there. So let's start with the Oracle cards first. So the first card we've got here is number 19, Light. We have got the Sacral Chakra, number 2. We've got number 8, Positive Movement Forward. Number 5, we've got Obstacles and Challenges. And we've got number 6, Memories of Love. So now we get the tarot. So first we've got the Magician in reverse. We've got the Queen of Swords, 8 of Wands in reverse, Strength, and the Empress. All right, so what I'm seeing here is that your light, your energy, your aura, this person is they almost feel quite powerless in your light, or they feel like you outshine them in some way. So this pairing here is really telling me that this person feels like they can't measure up to your standard. They have you on a bit of a pedestal and they feel like they don't really measure up. So there's like a little bit of unworthiness in here, in this person's energy. So the Magician in reverse can also be someone that gets a little bit manipulative and abuses their power. So maybe because of your light, they maybe try to kind of take some power back by, it doesn't have to be like super bad, but maybe they're a little bit manipulative or they put on a bit of a front, like a bit of an illusion to try to measure up for you, but underneath they don't feel like they quite measure up to this. Moving on, I feel as though like they have a lot of passion for you, but they feel like it's not very reciprocated. I kind of see the Queen of Swords as how they're viewing you. Possibly a little bit cold or guarded or defensive, but very intelligent, very wise. Very mentally strong. So I feel like maybe this person feels like you don't feel the same way about them as they do for you, because if their sacral chakra's coming through, I feel like they've got a lot of passion and a lot of attraction towards you, but maybe they feel like they don't really get this out of you. So interestingly enough, here we have the Eight of Wands reverse, clarifying the Eight of Wands in the upright. Because the positive movement forward card is this, they're the same card, but in an oracle deck and then a tarot deck. So what that's telling me is that this person could be waiting for the right moment to take action or to move forward. I feel like one of their obstacles or challenges is trying to find the confidence, or like trying to work on sort of taming their ego enough to acknowledge their light side and their shadow side and just come into harmony with that before they can come through, because I don't feel like they love themselves enough to be able to sustain something with you. Like I feel like whoever you are as the viewer, I feel like you're a very strong, capable person who loves themselves, and you can't really be with a partner that doesn't love themselves in the same way, because they can't match your vibration. They'll become like dependent. So I feel like this person's trying to kind of like come into harmony with themselves, work on their confidence, work on, you know, taming any behaviors that make them not like themselves as much, etc., etc., and just kind of really working on themselves. But they're holding you very close, like with the Six of Cups and the Empress, they're holding tightly to you because they feel like you're their empress or their emperor. Like this person feels like you're their like when it comes to love, it's like you're the one they're meant to be with, you're the one they're meant to create with. They want to have the whole thing with you. They, you know, they want to have the house, the marriage, the children, the pets. Like they want to build an empire with you, but they've got some work to do first, is the message that I'm getting through here. And they really feel like they don't feel like they get a lot of emotion out of you, and this kind of hurts. I think this also hurts their ego a little bit as well. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get, maybe we'll go, how are we going for time so far? Maybe I'll get 2 cards for each of these to sort of just clarify the message and make sure I'm not missing anything here. Okay, so we'll start with the Magician in reverse. Okay, we've got the Lovers and the Three of Wands in reverse. So this person knows exactly that they know that you're like a divine connection. They know that fate brought this person, this person knows that fate brought you to them for a reason. And they kind of, with the Three of Wands in reverse, I kind of feel like they know what's going to happen at some point. I feel like they're just really waiting for the right time. Like they just don't think that it is the right time at the moment. With that Three of Wands is that blocked energy. Like, okay, so we'll get 2 for the Queen of Swords here. So Ace of Wands in reverse and 10 of Swords in reverse. They're really, really stressed and anxious about offering you this passionate offer and you completely shutting them down. I feel like they put on a front, like they don't really care that much, or maybe they try to act in a certain type of way that makes them seem a little bit more detached, but this rejection would seriously, like, it would really hurt them. So I think they're a little bit fearful of making this offer, and that's why they're resisting, because they have a strong fear of rejection. Like if you were to say no to them, they would act like they're fine, but they would be really quite affected by that. So we'll get the Eight of Wands in reverse now, the Moon, and the Eight of Pentacles. this person's working on their fears. So all the fears and all the unknown, they're really, really working hard on that, working hard to overcome those and get this situation moving in a more positive direction. Strength card. There's that Ten of Swords again. So they're really trying to, they're ending cycles. The Five of Cups in reverse, I feel like they're healing some sort of stuck grief or stuck sadness from something in the past or some sort of past ending. I feel like some sort of painful ending or betrayal still weighs on them a little bit, and they've kind of suppressed this wound, and now they're trying to kind of face this wound and let, or it could even be multiple wounds, and they're trying to just let all of this go in order to move forward. I just saw the Four of Wands, but it kind of flipped back in. We're going to get the Empress card now. The Two of Cups and the King of Pentacles in reverse. Some of them may be a little bit more focused on getting their money and their foundation sturdy before the connection. That's a message coming through here. But I definitely feel like this person knows that you're a soulmate or like a divine connection. It's just all about getting themselves into this grounded, stable energy to actually come forward and be able to tell you this. They hold the idea very close to them, but they don't communicate a lot about this. So this person has very strong feelings towards you, and they know what they want to do, but at the moment they're just kind of stuck in a position of ending cycles and sorting themselves out. So that's how your person's feeling, group one. So don't forget that if you resonate with this, there's going to be the extended on Patreon where we look at their intentions and their next actions. We'll also try to get a time frame if it comes through. Otherwise, if this is where I leave you, then take care and have a fantastic week or fortnight ahead, and I'll see you in another video, hopefully again soon. Bye. Hey group 2, welcome to the first part of your How Does Your Person Feel About You reading. I'm just burning some Palo Santo as I just sort of clear the space before we start your reading. So obviously this is the free part, and then if you do resonate with this and you're finding yourself wanting to know a little bit more, you can check out the link to my Patreon profile. And if you become a member on the Obtrusive level or the VIP level, you'll have access to an extended version of this one today. So in that version, we'll look at your person's intentions as well as their next actions, and hopefully be able to pull through some kind of time frame if it comes up. I'm not going to force it. But for now, this is almost run out. So we will get into the first part of your reading and check out how your person feels about you. All right, so I've already drawn the cards. I haven't seen them. We're going to have a look at them together. So let's see. We've got the number 4, the heart chakra. Number 2, movement, choices, and decisions. Number 20, we've got truth. Number 11, we have got balance. Number 6 is victory and success. And then in your tarot clarifiers, we've got King of Wands to clarify the heart chakra. We've got Strength in reverse for movement, choices, and decisions. We've got Ten of Wands for truth. We have got Judgment in reverse for the balance card. And we've got Ace of Cups in reverse to clarify victory and success. Okay. So first of all, I feel like this person not only has a lot of passion and a lot of attraction to you, but they also have an expanding heart space. Like, it's like something about you is unlocking that heart space. The King of Wands is very passionate, driven, ambitious, adventurous, quite charming and funny, but like they're committed when they're in the King of Wands, of course, but they're much more of a passionate person rather than an emotional person. But if this is clarifying the heart chakra, then I do feel like either the way they show their feelings is kind of like through passion and through intimacy, perhaps. Like, perhaps they're quite a physical person to express how they feel. Or there's just something about you that is opening their heart space and kind of making them feel a lot more, rather than just feeling like the passion and the adventure. They're feeling like a lot of love as well. So strength in reverse, clarifying movement, choices and decisions. This person's not feeling strong or confident enough to make the choices that they need to make. I feel like they have some sort of recognition around this connection, but they just don't feel in their power at the moment for some reason. So we'll look into that. We've got the Ten of Wands, clarifying truth. I don't know if your person's like a single parent, regardless of gender. Obviously this is a single mother, but could be single father. Either way, I feel like either this person feels about you that you have a lot on your plate, or they feel like they have a lot on their plate at the moment that needs to be kind of like put down before they can follow their truth. So there could be a few stresses and burdens on this person's plate or on yours. So I guess depending on which party you are in this reading, either this person's got some stuff to sort out and some like responsibilities to take care of before they can stand in their truth, or this person kind of either this person has a lot of stress to take care of, or they want to come in and help you with your stress, is what I'm seeing here. It kind of depends on who you are in this reading, because we have both parties showing up, it seems, but we'll keep going. And like I said, I'll clarify these cards as well. Okay, so balance with Judgment in reverse. This person feels like this person feels like they've got things to get in order before they can like come through and make some sort of announcement or come through with a judgment call or a decision. They've got to come into balance first. I feel like they've got to work on their alignment a little bit. But then with the Ace of Cups, clarifying victory and success, I do feel like maybe this person kind of feels like the love should come after their success. So it's like, it's almost as though they've got, their choices are more based on like their wealth and their security and their status, and they feel like they've got something to achieve before they can turn to like love. But it does seem like you're opening this person's heart space up, and it's kind of like you're starting to put their values out of alignment to what they used to be. So they're probably coming more into alignment on a soul level, but according to them, it's like their values are going wishy-washy and they're starting to open up in the heart space. So it's like they're starting to think more about love, and it's like, well, I haven't finished with this yet, or I haven't achieved this yet. So it's like they feel like they're unable to come through and confess their feelings until they take care of business, essentially, is what I'm getting with that. So we'll go through with the Modern Witch and we'll clarify each of the cards here. We'll get a couple of cards for Group 2 and how their person's feeling about Group 2. So we'll start with the King of Wands. Okay, so we have got Death in reverse and Justice. So I feel like you guys have a bit of a history here. I feel like they feel like in order to get what they deserve, or in order to give you what you deserve, then there needs to be like a bit of a rebirth here. You know, death in reverse I always think of as a rebirth. And it seems like this time they want to come in balanced and honest and truthful. It's like maybe the first time you tried this, they weren't giving you the whole truth. The give and receive was off, and now this time they want to come back and come in and be able to give you what you deserve. Okay, so I'll take that one. The King of Pentacles in reverse and the Ten of Cups in reverse. So I feel like this person's put a blinder up to love until there's something about finances coming through here. They feel like they either took a bit of a loss of some kind and they want to sort this out first, or they just are too focused on career and money to be able to put their feelings first. So the Ten of Cups in reverse would indicate that you guys have a very huge amount of potential to like be in a very fulfilling long-term connection, but this person is too focused on money and material status at the moment. So what's the Ten of Wands here? The Moon and the Three of Cups. Okay, so one of you have fears that the other person is like involved with someone else. The vibe that I'm getting here now with the Ten of Wands is that one of you have so much responsibility and stress going on that you are trying to do a lot of things by yourself, and it's so overwhelming that you seem to like slip into your fears or your shadows where you think that there's like another person involved here. So I kind of feel like this person's just super focused on money and career and success and status, but you're seeing it like your fears are being triggered. So I feel like you've been in some sort of connection in the past that has caused a bit of like trauma within you, and now you have strong fears about like third parties and you know, being cheated on or affairs and things like that. So I kind of feel like you both know that each other are a part of your truth, but there seems to be like huge amounts of fears and like, I guess, not prioritizing the connection enough gets in the way. Like prioritizing other things over the connection seems to get in the way. So Judgment in reverse, please. Nine of Wands reversed and Ace of Cups reversed again. This person's really closed off. I feel like they've got a lot of fears themselves. I feel like they have been through some sort of toxicity themselves in the past, and they're really kind of like skeptical or guarded as well. I really feel like they're putting everything before their emotions. Like they distract themselves with their material world in order to like neglect or block their emotions. Five of Swords in reverse, exactly. And then Six of Cups in reverse. They're self-sabotaging a reunion with you. So now I kind of feel like they think they're they think that they're just like more focused on work, focused on money. They want to do this, this, and this before love, but it's actually a form of self-sabotage because they are very scared of offering you this cup of love and then being betrayed because of the past. You could be exactly the same. You could both be mirroring each other in this situation, because I kind of get like a wishy-washy, not a wishy-washy, sorry, like I feel like it switches between both of your energies a little bit in this reading. So I feel like you're both a little bit similar in this sense. Yeah, there's just like a bit of a sense of almost being a little bit in denial of what the connection really is. I think on a deeper level, you both know the truth, but then your fears and your past wounds kind of come up. And then also whoever this person is that's like doing too much, like got too much responsibility, too much stress, trying to do too much all by themselves. I feel like you need to start putting some of these responsibilities down or asking for help, because it is impacting that shadow side to come up, because your cup's so empty. It's like your anxieties just keep running the show. Whereas if you fill that cup up, I feel like you'll have a bit of a different perspective on the situation. So that's for either party really, because this self-sabotaging the reunion is only going to get you guys so far. You're both very guarded towards love and very skeptical, I think. So I'll be very interested to see the intentions and next actions, because it's like there's a higher awareness, but there's just this surface level denial that you two could be great together. So that's where I'm going to leave the YouTube version. Feel free to check out the Patreon link if you would like to see the extended. Otherwise, if this is where I leave you, then enjoy your weekend, and I'll hopefully see you in another video soon. Bye. Hey Group 3, welcome to your reading for how your person currently feels about you. Just clearing the energy here for your group to begin reading. So today we're going to look at how your person feels about you. So whether you're connected, in separation, disconnected, emotionally distant, whatever the case, this is just to kind of find out a little bit more about your person's honest feelings. If you do resonate today, you can also have a look at the extended version on Patreon. So if you are a member, or if you would like to become a member, you'll have access to an extended where we also take a look at their intentions and their next actions, and we see if we can get any sort of indication on timing if it comes through. All right, so for now we'll get into your person's feelings. So I've already got the cards here, we'll check them out together. All right, first card, number 2, intuition. Number 4, foundation and achievements. Number 18, shadow. So shadow work's been a bit of a common theme in these readings, I've noticed. We've got number 6, moving on. Number 2, mental conflict. All right, so now going into our tarot clarifiers. We've got the 10 of Pentacles, the 8 of Swords, the Moon, the 9 of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands in the reverse. All right, so how your person feels about you. Intuitively, they feel like they could have something quite promising with you. They, on a higher level, they feel like, starting something with you could go the distance. It could be long term, it could be a huge commitment, and it has great potential. Like the 10 of Pentacles is, a legacy, a family, a marriage, creating a bit of an empire together. So I'm almost feeling like this intuition card is saying their higher self sees this. Their higher self sees the potential, because obviously we channel the person's higher self when we do these readings. But then we go to the next part and we've got the Foundation and Achievements card, and then we've got the 8 of Swords. So there's something about settling down, or, you know, something about commitment that this person completely, like the idea of commitment and settling down just makes this person feel like literally like the mirror version of them in this 8 of Swords card. It makes them feel trapped, stuck, restricted, and just completely caged in. It's like this person has some sort of personality type or some sort of issue that just makes them need a lot of freedom, and the idea of commitment, settling down, starting family, etc., just completely bugs this person out. So this is one of their shadow self attributes that they need to overcome, and it all relates to fears. So this is something that's very deep beneath the surface. I don't even know yet if this person's consciously aware of where this wound actually began, because it's so deep, it's so suppressed, it's so far below the surface that the moon's light can't even get to it. So this is very, very deep in this person's shadow. How this person's feeling, they feel like they are more comfortable to reach for success, to reach for wealth, to reach for material type surface level experiences, and to just I guess move on here. I almost feel like they feel like that's where they get, you know, to help them come out of their shadows, or to avoid their shadows, they go on the chase for this like material success, because it brings them that, even though it might be a false sense of security, it brings them that light, it brings them that achievement, that reward, that material safety and material security. And they're more comfortable with chasing after things like this. You know, when it comes to commitment, they're flighty. You know, they get into a mental conflict when it comes time to actually choose something or make a decision or commit. Excuse me. The Page of Wands in the reverse is just someone that's very impulsive, someone that just is very, very flighty. Like they're just all about finding the next adventure, and it can sometimes lead them, you know, to the wrong paths and things like that. So we're going to go into the mode in which we're going to clarify these messages now and get some more information. But at the moment, I feel like this person, their 3D self is so how would I explain this? They don't know themselves on a very deep level. They only know who they think they are. They know their ego. They know they haven't gotten to know their soul. They haven't awakened. Alright, so we'll get some clarifiers here now. Sorry, my voice is getting quite sore because I've been recording for, I don't know, close to 2 hours now. But yeah, we'll keep going. 10 of Pentacles, please, for how Group 3's person feels about them. So I'm not taking cards yet, I'm just trying to do a little bit of a shuffle, and then when I'm ready, I'm just going to pull the top 2, so just a minute. So let's get the 10 of Pentacles. Oh, Ten of Pentacles for this reading, please. Ten of Pentacles. How does Group 3's person feel about them? Oof. Three of Swords. Page of Swords. There's something about a communication style that's very sharp. So sharp that it actually genuinely hurts one another. So I don't know if this is a very, like, you know how some people, they just have a whole heap of banter and they just, you know, roast each other, or they just have a very sharp sense of humor. I feel like sometimes the communication here causes pain, or that's one message, and then I'm getting another message now that the communication is so wow, I'm seriously getting, I haven't got this message here before with these, but I'm kind of getting the vibe that this person feels like you have a lot of power to really hurt them. Like, this woman here is holding a sword just like these, and I feel like they're very wounded, and they feel like you have the power to really cut them deep. And I feel like this scares the heck out of them. Yeah, we'll keep going. The Eight of Swords. Can we get the Eight of Swords for how Group 3's person feels about them? Ten of Pentacles again. Ten of Pentacles in reverse this time. And the Ten of Cups in reverse this time. Yeah, okay. This seems to run so deep that this person gets stuck in their head, because I feel like they've ignored their wounds for such a long time, or they've, like, you know, they've been through a lot of pain and trauma, that they feel like they are scared of giving you the power to hurt them, because they feel like that would trump all of the rest. There's something about you having the power to really hurt them, and they are terrified of that. They see so much potential and they see, basically they just see so much potential and so much, such a deep connection with you, that they would rather sabotage it or keep it at bay, because they don't want to give anybody that type of power. Maybe there was like something in childhood where they felt like they lost their power, and now they have these issues with giving their power away, or something along those lines. Or their fear of commitment just runs so deep that they just can't face it. So whatever they saw in childhood, or whatever they experienced in childhood, is kind of like affecting the way they are in relationships. So, like, even if you, let's say you could even be like together in this reading, it's almost like when they're feeling quite good, everything's going really, really well, but then there's just always these cycles, because this person drops into their shadows and they don't heal their wounds, and so then they keep coming back to the surface and just staying on the surface, and then they drop again until they feel a little bit better. Maybe they use escapism, or they just like keep going through these cycles. You know, chase their dreams, chase their goals, to distract themselves without ever really being able to properly commit to anything. Because Pages in reverse, like the Page of Wands in reverse, is someone that could be like a bit of a, they can make silly decisions, impulsive decisions. Oh, two flipped out. I think I'll take those. We've got the Hanged One in reverse and Strength in reverse. Yeah, this person's got to overcome their fear of being tied down. I think they think that that's a vulnerability, when it's actually, you know, to not have that fear of commitment and to not see it as being trapped or tied down. That's actually strength. There's strength in commitment. You know, it's easy to go through, I guess, go through life on the surface level, but then it takes strength to get to know your vulnerabilities, and it takes strength to really get in touch with your soul and your fears, and you know what makes you tick and what makes you shut down. We'll get the Nine of Pentacles for how Group 3's person feels about them. So this is like a really deep pile. Six of Cups in reverse. The World. So they feel like the connection with you, there's like unfinished business. They feel like this is not done. The World in reverse is something unfinished, and the Six of Cups is about like a reunion, or like, you know, a connection to the past. So I feel like they are resisting it right now and chasing other things, but they feel as though there is unfinished business. Again, this is all coming from their higher self. I truly feel like on the surface, they probably don't realize what makes them impulsive and what makes them run. Because this person does seem like they come close and then they do a runner, then they come close and then they do a runner. So what I feel like is that they don't even fully understand why they do that. And that's part of their journey, is to bring awareness to them, what they're doing, and figure out exactly why they're doing it. Look at that, we've got the King of Wands flipping over. So they need to grow and evolve into the King of Wands. And their higher self knows that they need to step into that power and properly claim it before there can be proper growth and progress here. And to get into that King of Wands, they've got to go on that deep inner journey. The Star in reverse, and that's when I feel like when they do step into that power and they step into that King of Wands, that's when I feel like they're going to realize the truth of this situation, or the truth of this connection, and be able to actually have a hopeful vision for it. Because right now I feel like on the surface level, they don't really know what they feel. They don't really look enough into it, to be honest. But their higher self can see the potential. But it's whether or not they do the work. There's obviously a lot of shadow work to be done here. They've got to release their fears around commitment, whether it's like they saw, you know, divorce or affairs as growing up, or whether they've been betrayed themselves, or whatever the case is here. They need to release all their fears. But first they actually need to acknowledge them and have the strength to face them, because otherwise they're going to be stuck in this cycle and you're just going to ascend too far for this person to keep up. So that's what I see for you, Group 3. If this resonated, feel free to check out the link below to have a look at Patreon. Again, that's for the Obtrusive and the VIP Patrons only. But if this is where I leave you, then take care, enjoy your weekend, and I hope that I'll see you again soon. Bye.